Hello there. Welcome to another episode of Just Ask Jen. So excited. I can't believe it. This is the last Just Ask Jen of 2021. I can't believe it. This is episode 12. It's been a lot of fun doing these monthly Just Ask Jen sessions. So thank you to those of you that are tuning in live, watching now. If you're tuning in, let me know where you are tuning in from. And if you're watching from the future, thank you so very much for tuning in. All right, let's dive in here and kick it off with what are some things people have been asking me about and some things I want to share. So I had an interesting question. One of my teammates, we were talking about using things like cool text or other websites that allow you to create graphics that are obviously horizontal, but we were looking for something that were vertical to create some custom logos. So I'm a big fan of cool text and text giraffe, and that's just not an option. So we were talking about that, and we started doing some research. So I got to give a shout out to my colleague who found this. This is Bungee. It's fonts for vertical multiple color. It's been a long day. Typography. So it allows you actually to create your text and customize it a little bit. So we're gonna check this one out. Make sure I type that in right. There we go. So Bungee, and what's funky, and I typed it in so you could go to the website and see what it looks like. When it flashes up, what's very interesting is it doesn't scroll down. It scrolls over. It's a vertical scroll, which is kind of a trip. So just wanted to let you know that. See, it scrolls this way, which is definitely an experience. So let's go back over here to that first page here. So if I scroll over just a little bit, it gives me some examples of some of the font choices that I'd have. And then I'll be able to customize it. So we'll go over here. And so our test word is tester. And we're actually going to change this. So I want to change it to Tech Tips 411. And when I do that, by default, it's horizontal. So this is cool if you needed some cool horizontal text. But if you wanted something that is vertical, I'm going to change it to vertical. And now notice it's going to go here. I can go over here and customize the look of it. Got some options there. And I can actually go down and change the colors as well. So if I wanted to change it, I can customize this. So if you were trying to make a logo that is vertical, that matches your school colors or your district colors or something, this is a really cool option. So I do like that option. You can even add in background shapes. So if you're trying to make it a custom logo that has something behind it, has a little bit of depth, that is an option. So kind of a neat find. And it was all sparked from a question from my colleague who was like, hey, can you do that on cool text or text giraffe? Can you adjust it? And I was like, no, we need to find something. And so we were searching and we came across, and she came across this and shared it. And I shared it recently in a Tech Tips 411 news blast. So just wanted to share that out. So it's called Bungee. It's kind of funky. It's a project by someone that wanted to share it out. It's kind of cool. All right, let's see here what else we got. So here's another Chrome extension. I for those of you that subscribe to my weekly Tech Tips 411, I always share Chrome extensions and add-ons. And this one I thought was pretty cool because it's a clipboard history. So I don't know about you, but you always like copy and paste something and you copy it and you're like, where did that go? What did it save to? So it actually allows you to go back and see when you snipped it. So if you're like, oh, I copied that yesterday around noon, and you can go back into your history and check it out. I think that's kind of a neat thing to have, especially if you are using a Chrome book and you want to be able to, you don't have like a notepad and you want to be able to go back to see those snips. So clipboard history, kind of a cool thing to check out. So I'm going to make sure to put links in the descriptions in the video to these tips that I'm sharing, but you might want to check that one out. I had another question recently, which was I need to be able to make videos and I want to have green screen and I'm on a Chromebook. It needs to not be, we don't have an iOS device. And I was like, okay, so There is WeVideo, which is a fantastic video editor. I love it. But it is for the chroma key feature, which is green screen. That is not a free option. So that's like for the paid version. So we were looking for something that was a free solution for students. And so this is actually moviemakeronline.com. And it is a free solution that allows you to go in and do just about anything you would need to do. And it's web-based. And there's no watermark. There's no registration. It's literally, you want to upload your video content, tweak it, change it a little bit, you can do that. So with this one, you actually can trim, merge, do a slideshow, rotate the video. I don't know about you. Don't you hate it if you accidentally hold your phone the wrong way and you start filming and you're like, uh-oh, I meant it to be this way. So you can do that. You can adjust the speed. So if you're trying to speed it up or slow it down to make it interesting, you can do that. You can even mirror it, which is kind of a cool effect. And blur it out, which is good. So if you film something and you're like, oh, I can't have the kids' faces in it, pretty cool option. And then here is that chroma key. So I can blur an area. I can do a whole blur. They've got grayscale. They've got some different effects. They've even got some free music. So you might want to check this out. It's moviemakeronline.com. Super easy, straightforward. It is free. So since it's free, I'll let you know that there is some pop-up ads on the bottom. They're not inappropriate that I saw. But not a bad price, free, no watermark, no registration, if you're trying to do something with green screen for kids. So that's a really cool option if you have your students filming on their devices and you want to use the green screen option. So check out moviemakeronline.com. It was a great question from a subscriber who was like, hey, Jen, I need a solution. So wanted to share that one out. moviemakeronline.com. So here's another extension. So these are a couple of things that were kind of based on people were asking questions. And I was like, let's see if there's a tool for that or an extension for that. And generally there usually is an extension for that or an add-on. And this one it's called Swift Read, and it helps you kind of speed read through content and it makes you focus. I know that I spend a lot of time reading articles and I'm like, all right, Jen, you got to focus. You can't just gloss over it. And what it does is it lets you select the text and it literally puts it up on the screen really, really quick and highlights key words in it. So it helps you to stay focused on it. And there's actually on their website there, if you go to the extension, there's the website for Swift Read. There's a speed read assessment, like a test you can take. It's real quick. It was a very interesting science article that was like, read it as quickly as you can and then answer some comprehension questions. And so like literally you're just kind of trying to scan to see how much vocabulary you can pick up. It's kind of fun. I read faster than I thought I did. It was pretty cool. So check that one out. That is a Swift Read. It's a Chrome extension, kind of cool. And it might be something good to get your students focused as well, because you just select the text from a website, and it helps you read super fast. All right. I have to share, this was exciting. This is an update to Google Slides. I use Google Slides for so much. In fact, I'm presenting from Slides right now, and this is a Google, I did a quick GIF animation so you could see it. The film strip is great, so you can see all the different slides that you have in there, but it's some wasted space if you're trying to do some other activities with your students. So just recently, it's brand new. There's an option now. If you go to View, you can actually toggle off film strip. You can also toggle off your notes section, which gives you more real estate as well. So when you toggle that off, it makes the page a lot bigger. When you get rid of the film strip, it really now makes you focus on that one particular page. So that is a new update that is available in Google Slides. Go to View, click on that, and toggle off Show Film Strip, and it shrinks it to takes it away and gives you more real estate. Look at the difference, which is great for activities. So now you can use that space off of, some people call it the gray space, the magic space, whatever you want to call it. It gives you a great opportunity to use that extra space. Very, very cool, Melissa. I'm glad you like that. Isn't that good stuff? And good to see you, my friend Wanda. So nice to see my friends that tune in. So I'm not just talking to the ether. So I appreciate y'all being here. So that's just a little bonus nugget in case you missed that little tip. I wanted to make sure you knew that that was available. All right. Tonight was like a quick thing. I didn't have a lot of questions because I'll be honest, I think people, they're tired. They're ready for winter break. Here in Atlanta, we are getting ready. I've got 2 more days. 2, count them. 1, 2, I can make it until we are on our winter holiday. So we are just, trying to make it to that benchmark. And so I think a lot of folks are like, not a lot of questions going on right now. Not a lot of things. So I know this is like a super short and sweet Just Ask Jen, but I'm looking to see if anyone's got any questions in the comments. Oh no, Tina says you gotta go to school next week. I'm sorry, Tina. Oh, but when do you, the question is though, when do you go back? See, we get out on Friday, but we report back on Monday, the 3rd. So we come right back like New Year's and get back to work. Melissa, 2 more days, my friend, 2 more days. But if you have any questions or comments, please, and if you're watching from the future, drop them in there. But I would like to know, what are some other, what are some things that you have been exploring? What are your favorite tips and tricks and apps that you've been using? So what is my new favorite app right now that I've really been playing a lot with? I've been diving more into Canva because Canva has an automagical new feature where you can upload a PDF. And that PDF allows you can upload the PDF and turn it into an interactive activity. So that's probably one of my favorite things. And the automagical removing background feature, definitely at the top of the list of my favorite things right now. Been doing a lot of holiday design stuff. So I did a session today for our admin support folks in Atlanta. They were super excited to learn about Canva and how they can use it to design flyers and newsletters and things for their schools. So that's definitely been at the top of my list, still giving Canva all the love. Great question. How do you add just one slide from a slide deck in Google Classroom? Can that be done? Tina's got me thinking today. All right, so my question would be, what is the goal of only wanting to add the one slide? Is it if you got a slide deck with 30 slides in it and one's per student? Because really you need to do make a copy for each student so they would get it. I'm trying to think why you would, give me a little more context. Why would you just want one slide from a slide deck? Because technically what you can do is, all right, so I'm going to show you how this works. And I love that Melissa is thumbing up the, yes, giving me the Canva is the answer to everything right now. Canva. Yes. So let's see here. This is technically what you could do if you just wanted them to go to a direct place in a presentation. So if I'm up here in my presentation, all right, I'm actually going to go out of it. Let's go out of here. We're going live. This is where the fun happens. So I'm going to exit full screen. All right. And I'm here in my slide deck. Let's see here. Okay. An entire class project. And then you want each slide submitted. Okay. So, all right, let's work backwards. So we had I worked with a math teacher who each student was responsible for filling out their own individual slide. And so that they didn't have to open 30 different slides or 150, depending on how many students you have. What you can do, and because maybe it's a template and they need to put all of their information on it. We did this with Google Slides, a Google Drawings task as well. Is that you're going to create a slide deck that you share, and they each add what they're supposed to their slide, to their assigned slide. We just did this for our showcase we've been doing a PD in our department, and each person grabbed a slide. We all went into one slide deck, and I was slide number 11, and Melissa was probably slide number 22. I don't know, I'm just throwing out a number, and we each got a slide. But we were able to work on that one. So, what you could do, depending on what age your students are, I would say, give them a template. So if you want it to have certain information, like here's your name, here's your link to whatever you did or any pictures or things like that, I would give them and say, make a copy for each student. And then I would make a second slide deck that is a collaborative one where they can all edit it. So if I share this link in Google Classroom, I can actually, obviously share this link. Anyone, make sure that anyone can edit it, and I would make it one document that we can all add to it. So, and I suggest you do it that way. So it'd be, or could you put the slide in private comments? Could you put the slide in private comments? So if you want, I'm still thinking about your end goal is you want one slide deck where each kid is put one slide in that slide deck. If I'm understanding the question correctly, then I would do it twofold. Everybody work in their independent slide and their individual slides because you've given them a copy for them each to work with. And then for submission purposes, in that same assignment that you gave to everyone, you would have given them a one slide deck where they add it. So they could copy it and paste it depending on what age they are. They could download, edit as an image, or upload it as an image, if that makes sense. I'm hoping that's kind of making sense. Tina, I'm seeing a yes. Maybe that's helping you think through what you would want to do with it. So I would say for your assignment, it would be 2 parts. Individual one for them to work in their workspace, and then also in that same assignment, a link to a collaborative doc where they would all copy and paste it in. That would be my suggestion. Give that a try. It's making hey, there we go. Yes. Thank you for that question, and giving me an opportunity to think through that. And it's always kind of fun to do this because I'm like, all right, think time. What would you yeah, there we go. Processing and problem solving skills. I'm just trying to hopefully make it beneficial. You're welcome, Tina. Thank you for the question. I think that was good because that's where a lot of it is if you don't need to open up in 30 different individual slide decks, it'd be great. You look in one slide deck, you can all see them. And for example, the one that we just did this week, it's great because I can go through and I can see what Melissa submitted, and I can see what my colleagues, and they can see what I'm doing. I see someone's loving the scroll right to left on the on the text. I love it. That's awesome. That is awesome. So any other burning questions? And I'll see if there was another question that popped here. I have a Google Classroom too. Question. Can you make a picture showing announcements in the stream? Okay. Great question, Melissa. Technically, no. You can, in the announcements, you can attach an image and it will look like a little thumbnail. So like if I were to upload a Genmoji to be like, hey, welcome back, Happy New Year. Underneath the announcement, it would show as a little thumbnail that you would see that, but it does not pop up as a whole picture. That would be fantastic if you could do that. That's a great question. But yeah, it does not, there's not an option to put like a image in line or have the image pop up. So if you wanted to have like maybe a graphic organizer or an infographic pop up in your announcements, no. You can add it, upload it as an image. Upload it as an image and it will just appear as a little baby thumbnail. And of course you wanted to be large and in charge and everybody see it. Of course you did, Melissa. Oh, I love it. I love it. Any other burning questions, thoughts, comments? Oh, speaking of Google Classroom, I did read coming soon to Google Classroom, the offline functionality of it is, Melissa, I love that. Melissa says, you're going to add that as a Google request. Yeah. If you did not know, inside of Google, there's lots of like the little comment, they look at that stuff. So please put that in. If you have that idea, maybe you and somebody else has that idea, it might get to be something they do. But Google Classroom, they've made an update. So now you have more functionality when the kids are offline. Oh, hey, my friend. Good to see you. No, you made it. You are not late. You came to the party. This is going to be a short party. We said that it was like, this is the mini version of Just Ask Jen because everybody's doing the holiday thing and getting ready for break and all of that. But I would say that that's what's cool. I was saying about the Google Classroom, the functionality is that you can actually have more access to You can see the assignments, you can see the comments, and offline, which is really good for students that don't have access to internet full time. So they are adding that functionality that's coming to Google Classroom. So that's good to know for us here in Atlanta. Our students have Chromebooks, which is great. So, you know, technically when they're riding on the bus, they can be doing homework because it can be offline and they have access. So just a little bonus tip there for you on that. I'm trying to think if I have any other burning questions or comments or thoughts. Look I got some more of my friends popping in. Good to see you. It's so nice to have folks pop in. It's nice because when I live stream like this, it goes live to not one, not two, but 3 places. So it goes live to YouTube, which was most of my stuff lives on YouTube. It goes live to Twitter for folks that are scrolling through Twitter. They might pop in and see us. And it also goes live to my Tech Tips 411 Facebook page. So we get people that just pop in because they're scrolling on the social medias and they're like, hey, let's hang out with Jen. Well, I just have to say that it has been an awesome year. It's been an interesting year with so much going on, but I can't complain of all the great things that have been happening and the things that my teachers have been successful with. And since it's holiday theme, I meant to do this. Look at this. We got a little holiday festive lights here, little animations. And because I want to celebrate, this is episode 12. I did this all year long. And I hope if you think this is beneficial, I'd love to continue. Let me know in the comments if you think I should keep going with Just Ask Jen, if once a month is good, or I need to take a little break, or maybe more often. I don't know. And I'd love to know. And if you have any ideas for some upcoming tutorials, what are some tutorials you'd love for me to create since we're coming up on the winter break? I might be doing a little bit of video making, but I also might just be taking a break because maybe a little bit of a break. But if you are here tuning in on YouTube, please make sure you subscribe and hit those bell notifications so that you know, hey, Jen is live and we don't want to miss that. Thank you. I'm glad to know that you think that it is worth it or beneficial and you look forward to it. That makes me very happy. Stick with the once a month is good. Very cool. And look at the little holiday festivities. There we go. Melissa, you like this? I just want to say thank you. It's been kind of crazy getting to do this. I wouldn't have thought in the last year and a half I would do live stream like this and talk to my video friends. But I so appreciate you tuning in, whether you're tuning in now live with me. Thank you. Melissa's got a request. Future making videos in Canva. I got you. Okay. I really kind of want to do a Canva series because there's so much good stuff. So much good stuff, especially since it's free for educators. But I just want to say thank you all so very much for tuning in. And just for you, just as when I see you in the new year, it will be the new year. We'll be celebrating. So throwing a little bit of fireworks there for you to be like, yay! I appreciate you all so very much. Canva's cute, I see, and yes, on a Canvas series is all right. So that's another one up. So I think we'll go with that. I appreciate y'all, and I'm sending positive vibes to everyone. Be safe, be happy, healthy, and enjoy the rest of 2021. And I will see you all in 2022. I'll be back for more fun. And until then.